Hope you're having a good day. So, in this video today, we are going to learn how to use Git and GitHub basics. We will cover how to create a new repository on github.com and the git command in terminal or command line. The git command has two subcommands, git clone and git pull. We are going to learn them also, but there was a command git push which is now deprecated. As you can see, if you search on Google git push, it says password based authentication for git is deprecated. Today we are going to look at these two commands and how to create a new repository. Now, let's create a new repository. But before that, to create a new repository, you need a GitHub account. If you don't have one, you can create one easily. Now, let's visit github.com. After you logged in to github.com, you can see this page. It's on github.com. So from here, if you click on new, you can create a new repository, or you can click on your profile page and click on your repositories to open this page. From here you can click the new button to create a new repository. Now, to create a new repository, you have to give the repository a unique name. So, I have a repository called Foomba, and if I retype the name, let's see, the repository Foomba already exists on this account. So, for that you need a unique name. For this example, I'm giving test as a name as I don't have any other repository registered under test. Now, next thing comes description. It is an optional, but I recommend to write a description. So, this is a test repo. Next important thing is to select public or private. Now, if you want to access the repository without logging in from any browser, from anywhere, you can keep the repository public. But keeping repository public means anyone can access your repository if they visit your profile and the link of your repository. But if you keep your repository private, anyone won't be able to see your repository and the code within. You need to log in to see the code and the repository visible. For this example, we are going to keep the repository public. Now, these are some important, optional but important parameters. Add readme file. Add readme file. I recommend to add a readme file because after creating the repository, if you don't have a readme file, you have to upload your code or anything else from a Git client or from your terminal command line. So, if you want to edit your files, etc., or upload from the web interface, you have to have a readme file. Now, next two things are git ignore, a template based on your programming language you're using, which you can add, and also you can add a license, any of these. These are open source license. So, by clicking here, we can create the repository. As you can see, the repository is created, and if you go here, this is the repository name. So, by default, the repository description comes here, and you can edit the description. As you can see, this is the main description part. You can edit from here, go to this settings, you can edit the description, new description, and you can save the changes to update the new description. You can see. Now, you can edit the file you can click here to edit the file. This is a new repository. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to commit the changes. To commit the changes means updating the file or saving the file. So, after I committed the changes, you can see clearly that the text is removed from here. Currently, I am in a readme.md file. MD files are markdown files which are basically created for GitHub. They are similar to HTML but a little bit different. So, let's move on to the next subtopic. How to use Git command. You need Git installed on your PC to use the Git command. So You can search git install if you are using Windows. You can search Windows. You can see packages to download and install Windows, Git on Windows. For installing Git on Linux, you can just type the command sudo apt install git. This will install the command for you. This will install it. So, if we type git help after installing, and same goes for Mac, git -- help. To open the help menu, you can see here many commands. So, git clone, git initiate, git add. You can see different types of commands. But today we are gonna look at two main basic commands: git clone and git pull. To use git clone, you need the repository link, which you can get from here, from this code. As you can see, this is same as our repository link. You can either copy the URL of the repository, or you can click here to copy this and then navigate to your terminal or command line and type git space clone space the website link. This will download the file or repository as a folder. As you can see here, the repository name was test, and it has a readme file inside it. So the git clone command downloaded the repository as test, and if we open it, you can see the readme file. And if we open the readme file, you can see the test. So that's what the git command does. A git clone command does. It just downloads the repository for you. Now we'll see our next command, git pull. To use git pull, first we will edit our page, like update our page from here. So I'm gonna add new text. I'll commit changes, that means I'll save the changes I did. And if you can see on the home page, the new text appears. Now, before using the git pull command, we'll also add, from here you can see we can create new files from here or upload files. But for now, we'll create new file. We'll name this file hw.md. Okay, or .txt. Then, in this file, I'm gonna write hello world. And we're gonna save it. After saving the file, if you go on your main repository page, you can see other file is here, the readme file and this file. As you can see the text I added on that file. Now, if we navigate back to our terminal, we'll go into the test directory. Using a cat command, which is to display contents of a file, we'll see the readme file has a test, only test. Okay. Now, we're going to use the git pull command. If you can see here, the git pull command understands that there are two files, one file added and one file updated. So, if we do ls now, or list the files, available file, you can see hw.txt and readme.txt. Let's go to open the file, hello world. The same text from our repository. And you see new text. The readme file and the HW file has been updated or downloaded as an update using git pull. So these are the GitHub basics in today's video. You can go to our repository /YouTube GitHub, https github.com/h41r4j my username and /YouTube to find this repository. Here you can find our video external resources like extra links, extra references that you can watch, read. You will be able to find it here. These are some instructions to use, how to use this repository and all. So please do check the repository. And thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video.